Match number 55 of the Indian Premier League. It was the Delhi Capitals who were up against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. A very important game for both the sides, as Sunrisers Hyderabad were playing for their survival. If they ended up losing this game, they would have been the third team to be eliminated from this year's Indian Premier League. But on the other end, the Delhi Capitals, who have a realistic chance to make it to the top four, these 2 points were going to be really crucial for the away team. Like always in this video, I'm going to be taking you through the key highlights of the 55th game of the Indian Premier League. The two captains in Akshar Patel and Pat Cummins were there at the centre for the toss, and it was the home captain in Pat Cummins who won the toss and opted to bowl first, calling in the Delhi Capitals to come out and bat first on a wicket that looked a little dry, but it looked like a belter to bat on. The Delhi Capitals openers needed to give the team a good start, but unfortunately Pat Cummins had other plans, and those other plans were some serious bowling changes in the Sunrisers Hyderabad. It was Pat Cummins who came on with the new ball, and since the first ball he started to take wickets. Karun Nair, the new opener today, he came to open in place of Abhishek Porel. He went out on the very first ball. Abhishek Porel came in on the second delivery. He wasn't opening today, but did not really make a very big difference. He was struggling in between with Faf du Plessis, but Pat Cummins, great bowling continued. The ball was swinging, there was extra bounce, and the Delhi Capitals top order had no clue how to go about their business. Wickets fell. Karun Nair, Abhishek Porel and Faf du Plessis all had returned back to the pavilion, and the Delhi team was in deep trouble. 3 wickets had fallen inside the power play. Akshar Patel and KL Rahul did try to steady the ship for the Delhi Capitals, because like I mentioned, a very important game for them. The two senior pros of the team tried to steady the ship before both of them too got out in the power play itself. Jaydev Unadkat getting rid of KL Rahul. Akshar Patel too trying to loft the ball, trying to hit it over the long off region, trying to surpass the fielder who was there on the mid off region, trying to capitalize the power play. But in that attempt, Delhi ended up in the power play losing 5 wickets for just 29 odd runs, and the Delhi Capitals were really down and out, and it looked like that the Sunrisers Hyderabad might just stay in the tournament for one more. They might just stay there for another day to fight. They might just live to fight another day. But for the Delhi Capitals, it started to look very difficult. Since the time they have been in this slump, things haven't really gone their way, and today was one of the worst days with the bat that the Delhi Capitals was having so far. But then Tristan Stubbs and Vipraj Nigam, the two batters for the Delhi Capitals who have been the crisis man, were needed today again by the Delhi Capitals. They were required to step up, but till now in the season, they were stepping up in the fag end of the innings whenever the top order batters had laid the platform. But today they needed to lay the platform, and not just lay the platform but also finish. So everything was in the two batters' hands. They did sort of try to counter-attack Vipraj Nigam and Tristan Stubbs, but then again Vipraj Nigam had to return back. He had an opportunity to really display that he can bat in all kinds of situations, but unfortunately he wasn't able to do that. We know how good a finisher he is, but when it came to batting inside just after the power play and build that innings, he unfortunately wasn't able to do that. Delhi got in Ashutosh Sharma, their impact sub. He anyways had to come because Delhi was playing with 6 bowling options already in their 11. They would have wanted a 7 if Ashutosh wasn't required, but today he was desperately required. He, with Tristan Stubbs, tried to steady the ship, but it was already too late. 10 overs had passed. Delhi wasn't even near the 100-run mark, and Ashutosh Sharma, Tristan Stubbs gradually started to dig their feet in. Later on, even they did play some big shots as well, both getting to their 40s, but then Ashutosh Sharma 2 fell, and he had to go back for 41. Delhi were 128 for 6, and the Delhi team looked in deep trouble. Despite a partnership in the later stages of Ashutosh and Tristan Stubbs, it looked like that the Delhi Capitals were felt truly short as far as the whole situation was concerned. Tristan Stubbs giving that finishing blow, but all Delhi could manage was 133 runs on the board. No big contributions, is 41 and 41 each by Tristan Stubbs and Ashutosh Sharma. No other contribution from anybody whatsoever ever. And the Delhi Capitals, it looked like that maybe they were way too runs, at least 80 to 90 runs short on a belter of a track. And keeping in mind that the kind of form that the Sunrisers Hyderabad batters are, it hasn't been great as well. But 134 was going to be a very, very low total. But what happened after this was just that Delhi Capitals got another lifeline. They were lucky today because as soon as this innings ended, the cover started to come on the pitch. As you can see in these visuals, the people who were sitting in the stands were tried and gone for the covers. At this point, it looked like that it was a slight rain, but the rain continued to get heavier and heavier. You can see these visuals and make out what exactly did that happen. It was too much rain and it looked unlikely that the game might take place. The cutoff time according to Indian Standard Time was 11:40 and 11:30, around 11 o'clock, 10:50, 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time is what the game was called off. You can see how much water was logged there at the Hyderabad Uppal Stadium, and because of that the game had to be called off. In Delhi, just by a whisker, saved themselves, and the points were split between the two teams, and Delhi just got saved because of the rain. Otherwise these 2 points were going in the in favor of the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and the road would have gotten really, really tough for the Delhi Capitals. Now what this has done is that this has gotten Delhi at fifth position. 11 games, 13 points is what they have gotten. The Sunrisers Hyderabad, who were playing for survival today, have now officially become the third team to be eliminated because they needed at least 2 points to stay alive. But because of the rain and points getting split, they are now officially out of the Indian Premier League. The runners-up of the previous season are out of this season, but the Delhi Capitals now moving ahead have to play 3 more games, and at the max is what they can get is to 19 points. But for that they need to win all 3 games. If they even end up losing 1 game or by chance 2, the road is going to get very, very tough, maybe impossible for the Delhi Capitals. A season that started on a high for the Delhi Capitals, now the Delhi Capitals at the fag end finds themselves at a very tricky position, at a position where there are chances that the Delhi team might not be able to make the cut as we get to the playoff stages of this year's Indian Premier League. What are your thoughts on this? You can let me know about that in the comment section below. But for now, that is all that I've got for you. If you haven't subscribed to Sports Today, do not forget to press the subscribe button. Lots more left in the IPL. We're still 20-25 games left into this year's Indian Premier League. Lots more cricketing action coming your way. So join the community if you haven't already. Like this video, share it with your friends, and press the bell icon so that as soon as we are live or there's any interesting content coming your way, you guys come to know first.